Joe sat in his small office at the parish, staring at a desk buried under paperwork. His inbox was overflowing with emails, his phone buzzed nonstop, and his calendar was filled with meetings, sermons to prepare, pastoral visits, and community outreach events. He was exhausted, mentally, emotionally, and physically. This wasn't what he had imagined when he answered the call to ministry. He thought he would be leading with grace, bringing people closer to God, and guiding his congregation with wisdom. But now he felt like he was drowning in responsibilities, trying to do everything himself. One evening, after an especially long day, he sat in the empty church, head in his hands, whispering a tired prayer. "Lord, I cannot do this alone. Show me the way." A lesson from Father Thomas. The next day, Joe reached out to Father Thomas, a seasoned priest known for his wisdom and calm demeanor. Over coffee, Joe poured out his frustration. "I just don't have enough hours in the day. There's always another meeting, another person in crisis, another project to oversee. I feel like if I stop, everything will fall apart." Father Thomas smiled knowingly. "Ah, Joe, you've reached that moment every priest encounters, the illusion that we must carry the whole parish on our shoulders. But ministry was never meant to be a one-man show. Let me teach you what I've learned. 1. Prioritize what truly matters." Father Thomas pulled out a notepad. "Write down everything on your plate." Joe scribbled down his tasks. The list was endless. "Now," Father Thomas said, "what among these is truly essential? What aligns with your vocation as a priest, and what could be done by someone else?" Joe hesitated, then circled sermon preparation, pastoral care, and sacraments. "These are the things I feel are most important." "Good. Those should come first. Everything else, you'll need to reassess." 2. Learn to delegate. Father Thomas tapped Joe's list. "You have capable lay leaders, vestry members, and volunteers. Why are you doing everything?" Joe sighed. "I guess I feel like I should." "No," Father Thomas said firmly. "A good leader allows others to serve. Let your parishioners take ownership of their church. Delegate administrative tasks to the church secretary. Let the youth leader run youth ministry and empower others to lead." 3. Apply leadership that encourages others to work. "You are not a lone shepherd," Father Thomas continued. "Jesus himself sent out the 72 to do ministry. Train and trust your people to take on roles in the church. If you hold on to every task, you rob them of the opportunity to serve." Joe nodded. He had never thought of delegation as part of his leadership. 4th, set boundaries in ministry. "Joe, what time do you end your workday?" Joe hesitated. "Well, whenever the work is done." Father Thomas chuckled. "That's a dangerous answer. Ministry never ends, but you must set boundaries. Turn off your phone after a certain hour. Don't schedule meetings on your day off. Protect your time, or you will burn out." 5. Include self-care in your schedule. Are you exercising, eating well, taking Sabbath? Joe shifted uncomfortably. "Not really, I don't have time." "Then make time," Father Thomas said. "Your body and mind are part of your ministry. Rest is holy. Jesus himself withdrew to pray and rest. If you do not care for yourself, how can you care for others?" 6. Seek support and mentoring. "You did the right thing by calling me," Father Thomas said. "Ministry can be lonely, but you're not alone. Seek mentorship, join clergy support groups, and talk to trusted colleagues. We are in this together." 7. Focus on the bigger picture. "Joe, what is your purpose as a priest?" Joe thought for a moment. "To guide people to Christ." "Exactly. If you are too overwhelmed by tasks, you lose sight of that mission. Focus on what truly matters: spiritual leadership, pastoral care, and preaching the word." 8. Regular reflection and adjustment. Every month, take a step back, Father Thomas advised. Reflect on what's working and what isn't. Adjust your schedule, priorities, and delegation as needed. Flexibility is key. A renewed perspective. Joe left that meeting with a lighter heart. He made changes, delegating tasks, setting boundaries, making time for self-care, and focusing on what truly mattered. Over time, he found his joy in ministry again. One evening, as he sat in the same church where he once felt overwhelmed, He whispered a new prayer. Lord, thank you for teaching me that I am not alone. Thank you for the gift of your people and the wisdom to lead well. And for the first time in a long time, Joe went home on time, ready to rest. Amen.